morning, everybody. My name is Serge, Pilot Club 6, and this morning we're doing a TPC charters flight from Peoria, Illinois to Pittsburgh, PA in an Airbus A320. As you can see here, gloomy morning here in Peoria, Illinois. We have on the manifest 33 passengers, very light flight, and we have 2,388 pounds of cargo. We are here at the terminal in the beautiful Pilot Club livery for the fly-by-wire A320neo. Here we are, looking good. Alright, so we are going to jump in the cockpit. Yep, it's rainy and gloomy. That's no problem. We love those departures with the rain on the windshield. Nice and cozy in the cockpit. We also were able to install our privacy sticker on the iPad. Here it is right there, so that company's not going to be able to spy on us in the cockpit, you know. One of those things, right? Alright, so let me show you where we at here. Here we are at the terminal. Actually, let me do a bigger view here so you guys can see good. Okay, so here we are on the ground at the terminal at Peoria, Illinois. Go over the route here, pretty straightforward. Murky, Mia, and Ape. I'm going to arrive into Pittsburgh via the Fuga 7 arrival. We do have some weather here. It's actually IFR in, here, and it's most likely going to be IFR in Pittsburgh. I'll play the live radar, so as you can see, this weather system is moving northeast, so it's gonna cover Pittsburgh here by the time we arrive. So that is our route right here. So let me take a look at the weather. Yeah, it's actually low IFR in Peoria right now. It's overcast 400, visibility is 2 miles. Oof, we need to get out of here before it gets any worse. Alright, so we'll go to that. Get rid of the iPad there. Everything's looking good. So we'll go ahead and start setting up. So first things first, need to make sure aircraft is in a good state to accept power. So we'll just check that quickly. Yep. Everything's looking good. We'll go to our overhead. We do have external power available, so we'll turn on batteries. And we will turn on external power. And we'll leave the dome light on for now. Everything's looking good here. We'll go to our EFB and fire that up. We'll import our flight plan. So Peoria to Pittsburgh, alternate BWI. Cost index is 5. We'll probably beef that up a little bit. We'll connect our jet bridge, get our baggage, and our catering. Nice. I'll jump back in here. Let's request our fuel. And we can start loading. Again, only 33 passengers. It's going to be very quick here. We'll begin boarding. So we are on VATSIM, as always. However, we don't have any controllers on right now, but we did get our squawk code, which is 2504, and we can put that in. 2504. We'll put that on auto. We'll go ahead and start setting up the box here. Go to AOC. We'll initialize. Get our data request in. Yep, that is looking good. And we'll initialize our flight. Okay, that's looking good. Our flight today is scheduled for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and put CI to 50. That's okay. While we're here, we get our winds and temperatures. We'll go to our flight plan. We're departing runway 4. And we'll insert that. And for our arrival in Pittsburgh, since there are no ATC, we'll get our real ATIS. So look for Pittsburgh. Here it is. And departure, departing 28 right. Okay. So we'll put that in. Oh, you know what? What am I doing here? Of course, that's wrong. We need arrival. ILS 32, 28 left, 28 right.
Boarding completed.
Thank you. That was very quick. What is happening here? 1 second. I think I know what happened here. There we go. All right. So 28 right, I think, is a good one. So 28 right.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
All right, thank you, FO, for that wonderful message to the cabin. So we put in our Fuga 7 arrival to 28 right, so we'll keep that for now. Let's go ahead and get rid of our discontinuities here. So Cindy is our last fix here. Yep, that's going to be great. So we'll go ahead and delete our manual and delete our discontinuity here. That's looking good. Looks like our fueling is complete, 18.4. Let's see here. 18.4. That looks good. And everything's loaded and good to go. Perfect. All right. And let me go back to the box. We'll go in at B. We'll get our 0 fuel weight and 0 fuel weight CG. And put our fuel in 18.4. Richard, good morning, sir. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Any pizza on board today? No, unfortunately, no pizza today because it's a very short flight. We may have some coffee, but no pizza today. So, all right. So Murky is our first fix. Make sure that's correct. That is correct. So we'll make a left turn on departure to go direct Murky. So that is looking good. And let's go to our performance. It will be flaps 1 departure. We'll do a toga departure, and here's our speeds, 121. Yeah, we're very light today. Rotate at 122, and V2 is 126. All right, that is looking good. We'll continue with our cockpit preparation. We need to get our METARs here, so why don't we do that? We'll send a request. Everything's good to go. While we wait for that, 3011 is our QNH. (3011). All right, that is looking good. It's taking some time to get the weather. Meanwhile, we can turn the seatbelt signs on and the fuel pumps, and we'll start APU. We got the weather now, so we'll go check that out. And we'll print it. let's see here, make sure we're correct. 3011, that looks good. There's our flight plan. Here's our performance numbers. Okay, so we're good to go with that. I think we can step out for a walk around. Since there's no controllers, we will go ahead and dial in our initial, which will be, oh, what's going on here? Which will be 33,000. Okay. That is looking good. Got some kind of weird cursor thing here. Let me see what we need to do here. See if we can reset that somehow with the cursor. Cursor's acting up a little bit. Maybe it'll reset itself. We'll turn on the cockpit dome light. And I think we can step away for our walk around. So let's go ahead and do our walk around. We haven't done that here before, so we'll see how that works. Yep, so here we are. So we're going to check things here. Wow, that's looking fantastic. Look at that. Yep. So everything is looking good here. Realize that V pilot we don't need. I don't know why I got it there. Okay, let's continue with our walk around. It's looking good. Beautiful, beautiful aircraft. All right, very good. And we'll go ahead and where we go. Yep, we'll enter the cabin. So walk around is complete. We will go ahead and call the tug. go and start APU bleed. And beacon on, and we can disconnect external power.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
Now we'll go here to EFB. We'll get our charts. Approach is ILS 28 right. Alright, so let's take a look what we're going to do here. From here, we'll need to go where? Left on Echo and right on Alpha. So our taxi is going to be runway 4, left Echo, right Alpha, and we'll cross 31. So looks like flight attendants are doing their brief. We are connected and good to go. So we'll release the parking brake. And we will need to push I think tail left. Alright, we're commencing our push to the left, so we'll go ahead and start engine 2. Looking great. There's the taxi line. I think we're okay to stop here. Set the parking brake. Alright, engine 1 is available. We'll start engine 2. Check our conditions here. Yep, low IFR. Love me these rainy departures. Very cool, very cool. Should be a great flight, by the way, this morning. Let's see. Yeah, we'll turn right here. What is... that's Tango. Okay, so we'll turn right on Tango. and then Echo, and then Alpha. Alright, that looks good. Alright, engine 1 is available. Go ahead and set our auto brake to max. We can release the tug. Alright, so that looks good. Go flaps 1. Arm ground spoilers. Taxi lights on. And we can turn off APU. Parking brake off. Alright, we're good to go. And we'll make the call. Peoria traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6, taxiing to runway 4 via Echo Alpha. We'll cross 3-1 on Alpha, Peoria. All right, here we go. Left on Echo. Got our nose wheel steering going.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Yep, we're tracking this flight with on air. Where are we going here? Still on Echo. Okay, we're okay. And we need to turn right on Alpha. And we can turn our predictive weather on. All right. Turning right on Alpha. Peoria traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6, crossing 3-1 on Alpha, Peoria.
Approaching runway 31.
Okay, looking good.
Entered runway 31. 8,200 feet remaining.
We'll do cabin check. And here we go. Just straight Alpha to the runway. Alright, and we'll stop here. Set our parking brake. Let's get set up for departure. Landing lights on. Nose wheel to takeoff. We'll turn off air conditioner. We'll go and turn off TARA.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Peoria traffic, Airbus Power Club 6, taking runway 04 for an IFR departure to the east, Peoria. Alright.
Approaching runway 04. Entered runway 04. 7,900 feet remaining.
Alright. IC4. Go ahead and spool up. Mantoga SRS runway auto thrust blue, thrust set 100, V1 and rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Flap 0. And we will turn AP1 on. Climb thrust. I'm making a right turn, direct Murky. Go ahead and turn AC on. It's a beautiful departure. Love it. Make sure we got our lighting set up correctly. I think we can go to day now. Alright, we're passing 10,000 feet. I keep pressing the wrong button there. Okay. Landing lights off. And let's see how it is. Let's come out of these clouds here before turning off the seatbelt sign. Yeah, quite a big storm, big system here. We'll disarm our ground spoilers and auto brakes to disarm. Alright, here we are. Here's our vertical profile. About an hour and 15 minutes in flight or less. Got some strong tailwinds here, 28 knots average tailwinds, so that's fantastic. We love that. Alright, let's go ahead and turn our seatbelt signs off. Alright, passing 18,000 feet, we'll put our QNH to standard.
Transition altitude.
And here as well. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Continuing our climb to 33,000 feet. If you're just joining, we're flying TPC Charter's Airline flight with service to Pittsburgh from Peoria, Illinois. 33 passengers, let's say 2,400 pounds of cargo. Very light flight. 33 passengers is all we got. So we just departed Peoria, where it's nasty weather. So let's look at what we got waiting for us in Pittsburgh. It cleared up a little bit. Yeah, bottom shelf is at 800. Alright. No problem. So here we are, making progress. There's our next fix here is Muncie VOR, I suppose. Yep, Muncie VOR, we're set. Hope you guys having a nice Wednesday and enjoying the flight. I know I am. I love flying for TPC Charter's Airline. So now we're above all this mess above all the weather here. Past 27,000. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful clouds, beautiful atmospherics. Real nice. Alright, passing 30,000 now. There's 3,000 to go. Yeah, once we reach cruise altitude, I'm gonna go, I need to talk to the cabin crew and then get me a cup of coffee refill, because we're out. So we'll load our approach chart, arrival chart rather, sorry. Look at these settings here. So we have automatic loading. For day it's day, dawn, dusk, it's night. Okay. Yep, makes sense. $1,000 to go. Right. Beautiful. All right, very good. I'm going to leave you with this great view here. And I'm going to go get me a cup of coffee and talk to the cabin crew. See you guys shortly. Alright, here we are back on flight deck. And for some reason we lost our background music and now we got it back. Not sure why that is, but that's alright. Got my cup of coffee here. So we're making progress. Everything's looking good. Got just a little over half an hour remaining of this on this flight. So we'll go ahead and start looking at our weather in Pittsburgh. All right. Let's go to our performance. Our QNH is 3028. Our temperature is 6 Celsius, and our winds are calm. All right, let us go back here in ForeFlight. We'll add the procedure for 28 right. Let's see. Now we'll do vectors. Our minimums are 1,374. Punch that in. I forgot to do here. Let's see. 28 right. Got plenty of fuel. All right, so approach speed 122. Go ahead and do our landing calculation here. So approach speed is 122. Let me hide that. Go to plates, approach 28 right. That's the plate. And let's see here, 28 right. We're looking at elevation 1,174. Our runway heading is 281. Check 28. Let's see, was it raining there? Not really, but we'll go ahead and put good medium. Runway slope is 0.28. Runway length is 1000 502. Let's not do reverse thrust here, see what we get. I think we're okay. So landing 28 right. Yep, we'll go with low brakes. Okay, we need 7,000 feet. By then we'll be in manual braking, no problem. Yep, and then we'll exit left onto Bravo. Probably Bravo 6. Alright, so that is looking good. Let's go ahead and look at our arrival into Pittsburgh. So here's our Fuga 7 arrival. We're coming from CTW, so at Whiskey we should expect 10,000. So let me do this, probably be better to do it here, like this. Go to our flight plan, Whiskey 10,000. Oh, what do we do here? 10. Okay, we would expect that normally, so we wouldn't put that in until we are given it, but since there's no ATC, we're on Unicom, we'll just put that in there. There we go, Fuga. BB Lac, goldish. We just call it gold. Alright, and then Jopa, guns, Gins, Sydney, and I think Sydney is, yep, Sydney is our final fix on the arrival. We'll be heading at that time to turn left base for 28 right. Heading 101 after Sydney. Everything checks out there. We'll check our frequency for the approach, 1117, that is correct. Final approach course is 281, that is also correct. Slope is 3 degrees. Our glide slope intercept is 3,000. So we'll go ahead and dial in 5,000 as our bottom altitude here for when we start the descent. Get that from here, we should be between 5 and 7. We go 5. That is looking good. And let's see, when is our top of descent? Okay, so 1425 Zulu, and about 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes. We'll start our top of descent. Set my nose wheel steering to 0, centered. Yep, got bottom shelf is at 1900 now, that's great. It's cleared up a little bit, this here pocket. We're good, but I think it's, yep, it's just passing us to the north there in Pittsburgh, so that's great. icy conditions, so we may need anti-ice on. Flying above the clouds. Awesome. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome. Thank you for popping in. We are flying TPC Charters Airline flight with service to Pittsburgh from Peoria, Illinois. 33 passengers on board. Very light load today, and we have about 25 minutes remaining in the flight. If you guys have any questions about anything, drop it in chat. We'd be glad to answer. Happy to answer any questions you may have about the flight or flight sim or my setup or anything. Really, if you just want to chat, we can do that too. Let us go ahead and zoom out here. So CTW. Yep, so we're about 120 miles from our initial arrival fix. Just New Commercetown, VOR. Yep, we got all our restrictions in there. It's really just one expecting 10,000 at Whiskey again, no ATC. For us today, we're on Unicom, so that's what we'll do. Yep, let's talk through our approach while we have a chance here. So here's our chart. We already confirmed all the figures. Our missed approach, we're going to climb to 1800, then right turn to 5000. And direct to EWC VOR. Okay. I haven't figured it out as far as the box here, how to put that missed approach in. Fly-by-wire doesn't support missed approaches built in as of now. So I could go, I suppose, and put in I can't remember where's that in Atsu, I think. Put in. Nope, it's not here. I think it's here. Yep, we can put a waypoint in. For EWC VOR, but then I don't know how to recall it. So. Let's see here. EWC. Okay, so we got that. Do we just copy that? See, I don't know what to do from there. EWC. Let's see here. EWC 280. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Let's see here. Missed approach. Direct EWC. Yeah, so it's right turn. 172. So let's see here. 172. Oh. 172. Maybe that's correct. I do have to look this up. So, hey Richard, yes, I get you. Yeah, you miss flying. It's awesome right now in the sim. Love it. Distance, I don't know. We'll put 10 miles. And we'll store that. So we have that in there. But what do we do with it now is the question. Can we go direct from here to it? So we can go to it direct. Can't copy the coordinates. Yeah, I don't know what that does for us. Anyways, we'll punch that in manually then if we need to do a go around. Alright, we're coming up to top of descent now. The calculated one is in about 60 miles or so, or 50 miles, but we can probably start descending now. We'll go ahead and start our initial descent. Descent mode. Hey Joe, welcome to the stream. Do I have Pittsburgh scenery? That is a good question. I think I do.
As we have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for off-road. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until you are capped off safely at the gate.
Destination ATIS is 127.25.
I think I do have Pittsburgh scenery. I think it's paid one too, so should be good. We will see. Yep, we see ILS 28 right here. We're okay. Nav looks good. Our descent looks good. Go ahead and turn on our anti-ice. Okay, good. Everything's looking good here. Check something out here for whiskey. Yep, 250. Yep, that looks good. Alright, let me go ahead and request weather so we have most updated weather in the aircraft. Oh, and by the way, let us go back to our arrival. You know what? I think we can get rid of taxi chart. Oh, and let us take a look our parking, where we're going to be parking today. So, see here, airport. There's our So we should be parking probably, so north ramp, probably around like Delta, no, Alpha, maybe Alpha 5. Let's mark that there. Right about in the middle here somewhere. Like this. Let's go back to pin chart. So here's our star. Alright, we got our METAR now, so let's go ahead and grab it and print it. And here it is. Let's just confirm it is correct. Yep, calm winds, our altimeter 3028. Actually, it's now been updated. Winds are 110 at 4. Okay. Let's see here. Let me see what Pittsburgh's doing in real life. Let me refresh that. Nope, we're still good. Yep, that's not been updated, but it is updated here. So let us go ahead and put that in. So really for 28 right, yep, 4 knots headwind, 1 knots crosswind, not a problem at all. That looks good. But we will update the weather here because by the time we get there, it will be updated in the sim as well. So we go to performance. Altimeter setting is the same. Temperature is 7 now. And winds are 110 at 4. 110 at 4. Okay. Let us go to our calculator. $110 at 4. Excuse me. Temperature is 7. 3028. Let's calculate that. Yep, we're still okay. And how we doing on our descent? Pretty good. Yep, we're in the clouds here. Bottom layer 3400, so not a problem. All is good. If you're just joining the stream, wanted to let you know that we're flying TPC Charter's flight with service to Pittsburgh. We departed Peoria, Illinois, and we are in an Airbus A320neo. And we are in the soup right now, so it is what it is. That's all right. Excuse me. I just got a ping here from the cabin crew. I do need to step out momentarily. I will be right back. Okay, so I am back on flight deck. Had a little bit of a situation there with unruly passenger, so we've got that resolved. No problem. Okay, we're passing 18,000 feet, so we'll set our QNH to 3028. .3028. Okay, we're going to meet our restriction of 10,000 at Whiskey, no problem. It's a soft restriction, it's expected. If ATC was on, no ATC, so we'll just do it on our own. Beautiful flying here. And I'll go to the overhead now and turn on the landing lights. I like to do that a little early because I always forget. And we'll turn the seat belt signs on as well. We have about 11 minutes of flight remaining as we come into Pittsburgh, where we just had a good break from the weather. So it should be a good landing, I'm hoping. If you guys want to drop in comments what landing rate you think I'm going to get. Your best guess. My guess would be 285. That would be my guess. So let's go ahead and monitor our descent here. It's been a great flight so far. Boring, very uneventful. We're making our left turn here. Man, look at that wing flex. Looks great. Get you guys a window view from the cabin. Yep, looking good. Here we are on the arrival here on the chart.
Last Bravo below in 17.1 miles.
Thank you. $11,000 now. So soon should have Airbus transition into speed mode and get us to speed 250 for the 10,000 restriction. There it is, jump to 250. We're in speed mode. Let's give it a little bit of help here with the speed brakes. A little bit of speed brakes to get us to 250. And we are at 250, meeting that 10,000 250 restriction. I don't think we need anti-ice, so we'll turn that off. We check something here with on air, make sure our tracking is good to go. Yep, we're good. we'll make our ATC call in just a couple of minutes. Go ahead, go into selected speed mode, and we'll dial in 240. Turn on landing system on our PFD. Do real pilots use iPads as maps? Yes, they do. So this iPad app called ForeFlight that I use is actually used in real world aviation now. Airline pilots have their own type of EFBs. And they use it for sort of situational awareness and just to help with things. Obviously, your main navigation is done through the aircraft FMS, but using the maps and charts is standard practice on the EFB. So you see here in the aircraft, we have the EFB with the charts, and you use that as a reference. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and load our approach chart here. So we are ready to go for that. Okay, we'll go ahead and go into selected mode. We'll slow our descent a little bit. And we'll go 230 on the speed. Sitting at the gate at MSP, waiting for my virtual flight to Baltimore. Joe, sounds great. I'm 20 minutes from Baltimore in real life. It's where I live, so great airport. I use that quite often, going to Florida and stuff. Let's check our weather one last time. We're good to go. Sure our brake's set to low. We'll make the call. Pittsburgh traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6 is about 7 miles to the south, inbound ILS 28 right, and we're passing 5400 now, Pittsburgh. Making that right turn from Gaines to Cindy, which will put us excuse me, parallel to 28 right, effectively putting us on the downwind for 28 right, and we'll make a left base from there. Go into heading mode. Go speed 220. We're at 5,000. That's our bottom altitude for the arrival. You can see us here on the EFB right there. Dial in heading 101. About 5 minutes remaining in the flight. So there's Sydney, and then we'll make left base to Coffee. And here's Coffee. We should be at 4,000, but it's okay. We'll take the approach from earlier a little bit. So, all right, here we are. Start making that left base. We'll slow down to 210 for now. Flaps 1. We'll arm the localizer. Let's go 4,000. And 200. We've captured the localizer. Let's go 190. Pittsburgh traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6, turning final for 28 right, 10 miles, Pittsburgh. Alright, we'll arm glide slope. So we have glide slope armed, Loc Star. You see the glide slope coming in. Go ahead and go gear down. Taxi lights on. And we'll go speed 180. Go ahead and activate approach phase in the box. And we'll go manage speed mode. Our glide slope is intercepted. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and load our taxi chart. Flaps 2. We'll arm spoilers. Flaps 3. And flaps full. All right, here we go, guys. Here's the landing. Let's do our cabin check. I'm surprised I'm not seeing the field here with the conditions.
1,000. 1,000.
Final runway 285.
All right, what happened to the cabin check? Let's help him out a little bit, guys. All right, we got runway in sight. About 3 miles.
Five hundred.
500.
Autopilot off.
500. 400. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
Continue. Land.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Manual braking. And we'll exit on B6. Pittsburgh traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6, clear of 28, right, taxiing to the terminal via Bravo, Pittsburgh. Alright, here we are. Pretty good landing. Let's see here. We can probably take Charlie 4. So we'll take Charlie 4. Alright, cool. Disarm ground spoilers. We will start APU. And turn off landing lights. Alright, here we go. So this is Charlie 4. I think we're okay to take that. Let's see where we need to go here. Maybe, yeah. Let's go a little farther out. I do see some equipment over there. Maybe that's where they want us. Yep. Oh, there's aircraft over there. Okay. And we'll just go past these aircraft here. Yep, I see the equipment right there. So that's for us. Right. It's going to be tricky here. Let me see. Let's go ahead and dial in a bit of a different view here. Okay, so that's not going to work. Hang on. We'll just reverse out of here like this. I think that's how it was supposed to be. Yeah, let's do that. It's always kind of funny with the jetways and parking and stuff like that. Wrong way, wrong way. Alright, we'll just stop here for now. That's okay. Alright, here we go. This'll work. We don't have external power available here, but we have our APU on. We'll turn engine 1 and 2 off and seatbelt sign off.
The flight is finished. It has been monitored back on air.
So let's get JetBridge, baggage, catering. Let's see if JetBridge will adjust. Well, that's about it. And we need to turn off our taxi lights, which we should have done before. And our radar, of course. We just fried everybody on the ground there with radiation. Alright, so we're good with that. We are good here. And let's go ahead and deboard. We'll begin deboarding. Go fast. That looks good there. Looks like getting things set up here. Oh, okay. Catering wants to go here. No problem. All right. We did it. So here we go. Let us look at our landing rate. We don't have it here. Hang on. $258. All right, not bad. That's actually better than what we anticipated. So, or what I predicted, I should say. So 258 is regular rate. Nothing special. All good. So we got our tracking done. Real nice. So here is the flight we did right there. Nice, neat approach. And here we are at the terminal. So that is looking good. We'll finish cleaning up the aircraft. All's looking good. And we've deboarded. So very awesome. Thank you very much for joining. If you joined the stream, hope to see you guys next time on the stream as we continue to fly our charters flights. Again, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was a good flight. It was for me, certainly. I enjoyed it. Coming out of Peoria and landing in Pittsburgh here, pretty well. Everything worked out as it should. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks.